train down at the station, and I don't care where
So today we're changing the oil in our side-by-side. It's a Polaris Ranger 570 Crew. The only thing I've done so far is actually jack up the back of the side-by-side just so I can have enough space to crawl my ass underneath it. The only tools that you need for this is a 6mm Allen key. You can use the kind that goes on a socket, or you can use a regular Allen key. It might be a little easier with the socket. And a oil filter wrench that will fit on your Polaris oil filter. I guess you don't have to use the Polaris stuff, but this is brand new. I'm just taking the break-in oil out of it, so I'm trying to just keep it as close to new as possible, I guess. But just in a second I'll take you under the side-by-side and show you exactly what bolt to take out to get your drain going. Now that is actually your drain plug, and that's your 6mm Allen key that you need to use. And once you take that out, all of the oil will start to drain. Go ahead and take my glove off so I don't get it covered in oil, because you don't have to put this in it's not in very tight, so it's just once you break it loose, and there goes our oil. There's only 2 quarts in this system, so it's not going to take very long to drain. Okay, now that the oil is still draining just a little bit, we can go ahead and take off the oil filter, which is right here. It shouldn't be on too terribly tight. These are supposed to be put on finger tight. And I don't know how much of that you saw. I think I was in your way most of the time. Right there is where your oil filter goes. This is your oil filler, that's your oil filter, where it goes. And that's now something that you also must do whenever you put your new oil filter on is you want to take some new oil and just get it all around that gasket so it seals up. And something that I do just to help with oil flow through the motor is I actually fill the oil filter up prior to putting it on, just so when it goes to pumping oil through the motor, there's already a little some in the system. And you just have to put this on hand tight, except I've got oil all over it now. And that should be good. Now we just put the drain plug back in and put our oil in it. We're going to also cover in this video how to replace the front bumper. Shortly after we got this thing, we wrecked it, and there's our new front bumper. And so we're going to be replacing all of this bar across here. It's only 7 bolts to replace the whole thing. All you need is a 13mm socket. You got bolts here, 3 across the bottom, and 2 on the other side. And new bumper's on. Easy peasy. Just another way you can do things yourself and save money.